Thanks, Wes. And recently, the First Lady of the Virgin Islands, Miss Cecile D. Young, helped out with the children of St. Thomas and St. John with a lot of tennis supplies. And recently, St. Croix had their turn as well. Let's take a look.
I hope you're excited about getting all of this equipment. We worked really hard. And before I continue, I want to just acknowledge Rebecca Smock, who has, from the Office of the Governor, who's been really instrumental in putting all of this together and also the training. And I'm so happy that all of you took the training and are excited about tennis and about including tennis in the schools. And as you know, we have a program called Tennis in the Parks and Schools, and we're trying to do tennis during school, tennis after school, tennis during the summer. And I think we've accomplished that, part of that this year. So what we really want to do is get tennis in the schools, at least in the elementary schools, starting for now. And all this equipment will help you to teach the kids at the elementary school level tennis, at least the basics of tennis. And we're very happy to do this. Tennis is something that I'm passionate about, and I think that it teaches really great skills. And I think that it's something that the kids can do as an individual sport. We have a lot of team sports, and I really want to promote also trying to get kids to do individual sports. And I think that tennis, as everybody can see from the U.S. Open and French Open, is something that the kids can do for a lifetime. And I'm very excited about this, and also want to thank Principal Richard for letting us use the auditorium today to do the distribution.
And stay with us on News Channel 8. Your Caribbean Report is coming up next. Let's take a look at your Caribbean Report for tonight. In Guyana, the Caribbean community has lost in 1 week 3 major literary figures: Jamaica's Trevor Rohn, Suriname's Henk Tejan, and Trinidad and Tobago's Wayne Brown. Rohn and Tejan were both literarily acclaimed theatrical artists. Wayne Brown was an acclaimed poet. And St. Lucia kicked off their roadshow for traveling partners with a lively premiere in New York City last week, sparing no effort to promote the island's renowned products, service, attractions, and travel to the island for various travel agents in the community. And finally, in Venezuela, Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez hopes to widen the U.S. anti-alliance when he hosts African leaders on a Caribbean island this weekend. But his racism and Brazil's greater economic clout put limits on his appeal. And meanwhile, President Hugo Chavez said he's considering establishing full relations with Iraq 6 years after cutting ties over the U.S.-led invasion of the Middle Eastern nation. We are considering sending ambassadors to Iraq once again. And that's your Caribbean Report for tonight. And the Mighty Sparrow is paying our territory a visit once again. Here's Bogle with your Entertainment Report.
Thank you very much, Jerome, and good evening to this week's edition of the Entertainment Report. Of course, I've been telling you about a lot of things that's happening here in the Virgin Islands, and this is one of the things that's happening this week. And of course, Friday night, some place to go, definitely Coconut Cafe down there in Clifton. You could go on out down there and full enjoy yourself. Lots of music and lots of food and lots of fun, clean fun. So go on out and check this one out. And then also next week, Saturday, October 3rd. There's a big function coming. It's a pre-Miami Carnival bashment, of course, featuring the Road March champion, the UMB Soldiers, and they'll be releasing new music at this dance, and also we're gonna have Daddy Jones featuring Pumpa. So you definitely wanna go and check this one out. Tickets are just $25. You can get them at the Lions Clothing, Urban Treads, and also, of course, Rhythms. So it's an MCM promotion production, so you definitely got to go and check this one out. Of course, we're still here on Entertainment Report, and don't forget, this weekend here at the New Drive-In, on Saturday night to be exact, it's the Clash of the Titans. You've been seeing the commercial, you've been hearing the commercial. It's finally here. For those of you who had doubts, stop doubting, go buy your ticket and come out and start partying, because right here next to me is the man himself, the Saltfish Man, whatever you want to call him, the Mighty Sparrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached where the air is rare. Only one Calypsonian have gotten there. Way beyond the realm of anyone's dreams, where royalty reigns supreme, we have found him. Unrivaled, unbridled, prestigious and pristine. Now, ever since he captured and conquered the Calypso regime, he has kept it in the highest esteem. I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this Serenader Supreme at that point in time was marginally 18, but he made the ladies daydream and the young girls scream. Come on. All right. You do the rest.
So definitely, if you're doubting it, the man is here and he'll be alongside Baron. You know what I'm saying? It's so big of a clash that we could not have the two giants them here at the same time. So we had to like stagger them apart because they wouldn't have fit in here. But definitely they're gonna fit at the drive-in and the stage, and you definitely gotta come on out. They'll also do music from the world famous Express band, DJ Porter from the camp. So you definitely gotta come on out and see this one. But Sparrow, welcome back to the Virgin Islands. Anytime you come here, you do a great job. What should the people expect from you? You know, people saying Sparrow old.
Oh, yeah, well, of course, they ain't like he old, but he ain't decrepit. Yeah, so after the show, remember we have an after party jump up.
Okay.
And I hope you could keep up with me.
Okay.
You there!
So any new material should be not showing that Carnival just pass some early up in the year. Any new stuff that we got coming out for you we're gonna get.
Always aggrandizing somebody or something. We have the current president, Barack the Magnificent. And there's another one I'm working on now because of this healthcare reform that he's working on.
Okay.
And we're trying to get it together.
All right. So definitely the place to be is at the new drive-in. Please come on out and get some nice grown folks entertainment. And the youth, you could come out too. If you're trying to find out the way of music when it comes to good calypso music, come on out to the drive-in. Baron, Sparrow, Express Band. You're gonna have DJ Puma and also DJ Porter from the camp. And last but not least, I'm gonna be there throwing in my little punches here and there. So it's gonna be like a warm-up for Crucian Festival. You definitely gotta come on out. And also King Paul, yes. You haven't heard King Paul for a while, but he's gonna be making a comeback to the stage. You know, he have a hot song out, and he has a video here on Channel 8. So you definitely gotta check it out. So thank you for joining me here on the Entertainment Report. Make sure you have a nice and safe weekend. If you get intoxicated, get yourself a designated driver.